Hey, this is Jazz Byers, and you're watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow, and I'm here with my dear friends Terry from Parabellum, episode 2, and Utah from Noble Hops, episode 6. And we are on a boat about to go deep sea fishing if we can get out of the inlet, right? So it's a 50-50 chance due to the weather and the waves and stuff. And it's way too damn early in the morning, to be honest, but I can't change that. We're gonna have a great time. While we head out there, check out who's this week's guest. Garage League on this episode.
Never was a dog with a stick in his mouth, even after the under went south. Future ain't what it used to be, and the past will never be history. Black and white UFOs, everything the pictures show. Blue letters to the light, guys in the sky. They look so good, the way they should. Look at everything flying over your roof. Never was a dog with a stick in his mouth, even after the under went south. Future ain't what it used to be, and the past will never be history. Or theosophy, psychometry, or whatever we see, or what we want to believe it to be.
Hey, you're watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow, and I'm here with my friend Terry in Utah, and we are down in North Carolina at the, where are we at?
Manteo, North Carolina.
Manteo, North Carolina. Manteo?
Man.
We're going to drink some beers and go to a big boat. And if the weather's nice, we're going to go fishing.
Manly stuff in Manteo.
Yes, and drink manly beers. So anyways, I forget who the guest is on this show, but here's a video from them.
Make a face. Make a face. Make it two space. Free and so spaceless. And up and now. One day the air begin. And up and now. One day the air begin. Dinosaurs dreaming of robots. Of an era, when did the era begin? And of an era, when did the era begin? Dinosaurs dreaming of robots. Dinosaurs dreaming of robots.
Let me get a pen. I gotta make this official. So we are in Lost Colony Brewery. Look at that beautiful Scottish ale. And I gotta sign the keg. So, you know, get it all on record.
But I like the IPA, and a lot of people
Jazz.
comment on our IPA. It's not like a typical IPA. So a lot of people.
I would usually rate more, but that's about all I got in me today. And there's Utah. And check out these slices of pizza. Look at this pizza. Wow.
No, peanut IPA.
Jeez, crazy. Oh,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
regular IPA.
Lovely. All right, we're gonna eat. So see you later.
It's actually.
We just had some beers at the Lost Colony Brewery. We're gonna jam a tune. My good friend Utah here, he's gonna explain all about this song, right?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs. My buddy Mo, who I've been telling you about, and he used to sail ships up and down this whole coast. His sailboats, anyway. He had a few of them and loved sailing. That's why I call him Captain Mo. And if you've ever heard our hit single, The Mo Spangled Banner, then that's who I'm referring to. But he was a great songwriter as well, and I want to do one of his songs.
All right, so this is a song from Mo for Mo.
Yeah, absolutely. It's called One Step. It's probably my favorite song he has.
And never been done before with you and me.
No, not at all.
So this could go one of 3 different ways, good, bad, or ugly.
I'm choosing option 1.
Me too. Let's do it.
2, 3.
All tied up in this rundown beat up truck. Oh, that it gets me where lonely hearts go, and all those dreams, and all those passionate dreams always come back to hurt you again. And I can do my best to stay one step ahead of them. Never seems to end. Only alcohol and dope. Never seems to fade. And all the pain, all the hope. Maybe someday come back again. The flame never fades. The addiction remains. And all those dreams, all those passionate dreams always come back to hurt you again. But I can do my best to stay one step ahead of them. Always come back to hurt you again. But I'll do my best to stay one step. Yes, I'll do my best to stay one step. Yes, I'll do my best to stay one step ahead of them. Ahead of them. Ahead of them, ahead of them.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Mom.
We need a name for our little duo.
The Mo Spangled Duo.
There you go. Good job, sir.
Woohoo!
Welcome back to the North Dakota. We're not in North Dakota. Gosh, I suck at this. All right, here we go.
And it's your show.
I know, right? All right, so welcome
They're
back.
laughing at you, not with
I
you,
know,
just so
right?
you know.
The crowd in the back room is laughing, which is awesome. So this is the Mo Duo. Second time we've ever played. And what I mean is we played one song outside, now we're playing one song inside. So it's literally the second time we've ever played together. This is my friend Utah, who's going to introduce this song here in North Carolina.
Well, that works. I actually wrote this on a beach, and we're kind of near beaches here. But it was Erie Beach.
Erie Beach.
And then one of the most incredible storms I ever saw at a cottage right on the beach. it's just pounding like the Star Trek going in warp drive. You know, it's just coming at you. And
I love it. You know why? Because I love pounding beaches.
I love pounding beers. I was about 12 into a pack of Miller High Life, and this came out of me.
All right, let's do
And
it.
it's called Kelso Beach.
Yeah, and so we're down here. We just took over the Lost Colony Brewery
place.
Company, and
Cool
we love
place.
them. They made us feel at home.
Yes.
We got some people in the back room there that are going to
Laughing
pretend
and
that they
jazz.
like our music, and let's do it.
You got it. Sit here wondering what tomorrow will bring. Cold bitter winter, warm welcome spring. Wind and rain pounding as I sit here and ponder. What else in life it might be I am a squander. Well, I got me a fine wife, won't find one much better. Might even consider this a lame ass love letter. To sit here alone with my guitar and beer. One thing's for certain, I sure miss you, my dear. And I know life's been better without you. Screwed that up, 'cause I was trying to give you a heads up. Made me some good friends along the way. Even met some again from way back in the day. It's important to know just who is your tribe. 'Cause without them it might be hard to survive. And I know my life's been better with those I choose. Well, the pressure is constant, it never leaves. Put into the way of everything I believe. Truth it is constant, it can't be denied. So stand up and fight along with those by your side. And I know my life's been better with those I choose. Those I choose. Those I choose. Those I choose.
All right, we are on the boat, ready to go. It is 5:49 a.m. It's way too early for me. One thing about doing this show is everything starts way too early in my life, time-wise. But yeah, so here is the boat. This is the living room quarters. We're going fishing in the ocean.
Not yet, we're just going boating right now.
We're going boating in the inlet.
Three-part harmony now, let's do
Okay,
it.
ready? We're going. I can only do one. I can't do three.
Do like the Oak Ridge Boys, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Like I said, the absolute worst thing that's going to happen aside from flipping the boat over is we're going to have a boat ride out in fact pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
The aquarium.
That's true. Oh, yeah. Now it's getting fun. I'm glad we weren't sitting there when he did that. Yes! It's the coolest thing ever. Glad he didn't hit that post.
We were made for each other, but not like that. We get together like robots and cats, with a beep, a meow, and a purr, and a hand around the end effector. Beep beep bow. Beep beep bow. Beep beep bow. Everyone has a cat song. Everyone should have a cat. Not all the songs are good, but here's where you find that. This is our cat song. What we got. It's not just about cats, it's also about our different grok. Beep beep bow. Beep beep bow. Beep beep bow. Grok loves cats.
I'm a little nervous now.
No, this is awesome. Bring it on. Gumby suits for everybody.
Anti-vax, cannon fodder, clover fodder. Either way, can't you see? They want to kill your kids. They don't want your kids to read. They want your kids to bleed. They want to kill your kids. They want their kids to kill your kids. Kill your kids. Kill your kids. Kill your kids. Who's the one who needs to drop the mask? Always with an answer to a question not asked. Living in a future's past, trying to make it last. What a blast. They don't want your kids to read. They want your kids to bleed. They want to kill your kids. They want their kids to kill your kids. Who's the everybody's okay? Gone to the right to take your oars away. I kill your kids. I kill your kids. They wanna 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 kill your kids. Kill your kids. They wanna kill your kids.
Hey, Utah, you realize the danger that I put myself through to do Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow, the perils and the craziness of this show?
It's for real, Jazz. I mean, we're on a boat where the captain said they normally wouldn't take people out
I know.
on a day like this.
They said if this is a regular client, they would just postpone to another day. But because it's Jazz's Rockin' Roadshow, we're going out. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I think it's pretty awesome at the moment.
If they never see this episode, they do the bad thing.
That's true.
Oh, shit.
We got air on that one.
Oh.
For all you old people at home, this is a lot bumpier than it may look on the television. We are going up and down and left and right. And there isn't anything not awesome about it, as long as we make it back tonight. What do you think of this, Utah?
Insane.
Yeah.
This is insane. This is probably the last time I'll be on your damn show, Jazz.
So if I invite Noble Hops to come play on a boat in the middle of the ocean, you're going to say no, huh?
No,
I don't know what you're complaining about. If you have a little handle to hold on to, it's not so bad.
right.
There ain't nobody out here fishing. You know why? They got common sense. They said 5-foot waves. F that, I'm going home. Playing Nintendo. Ugh. Yeah. You know the best part about this is we get to go back.
Yeah. We hope.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. I gotta get my phone while I'm bouncing. Ugh. All right. It was 5:50 this morning when we first got on the boat, but we're still going full steam ahead, and it's 7:38 a.m., not p.m. But that's been a bit of a long ride for nothing but up and down. 5-foot waves. Yeah. Good thing we drank all that Guinness last night.
Yeah.
It might not have been a great idea.
Was it?
A robot as sexy as Bob Cutts.
Transmit. Acknowledge.
Order. Receive. Order. Ignore.
Wave. 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 Ride. Ride. That time. Ride. Ride. That time.
A wave as pure as pet milk.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Order. Receive. Order. Ignore.
Wave. 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 Bye-bye. Ride. Ride. That time. Ride. Ride. That time.
Here goes.
Jazz, you doing all right?
Oh yeah. I'm actually better now.
All right.
Yeah, it's just getting to be a little too much.
This table is my friend. I'm holding on to it. For the record, this is only 4-foot waves.
Oh, I was wondering what he said. They're only 4s, huh?
Yeah. We thought they were 5s.
That was a little much. I mean, it just feels like it's getting worse.
I think it feels good.
You're insane.
It's called sarcasm. Oh. I've never had to piss and vomit at the same time before. I took care of a little bit of the vomit.
I couldn't believe we're getting kicked all over the place. That guy's got a giant hook in his hand, and he's hooking them fish like nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd be bleeding all over the place right now.
I believe they call that sea legs. You're watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. We're out in the middle of the ocean. It's rough seas. Here's the video.
Take your brain away. You won't use it today. Rain the other day. Just gets in our way. Run out of a pole, see if anyone to reach it. Run out of a pole, see if anyone to reach it. Run out of a pole, see if anyone to reach it. No use for a head. Your brain is worse than dead. Look, the tightness high. No one is surprised. Half-mast, full staff, either way, I gotta laugh. Half-mast, full staff, either way. Half-mast, full staff, either way, I gotta laugh. Half-mast, full staff, either way. Half-mast, full staff, either way, I gotta laugh. Half-mast, full staff, either way. Half-mast, full staff, either way, I gotta laugh. Half-mast, full staff, either way. Half-mast. 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 Half-mast.
Watching Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. We just had about 2.5 hours of rough seas. I think we're in the middle of the ocean right now. I've never pissed and vomited all at the same time before, but today I have. It's been awesome so far. This is what I do for your show. This is my friend. That's Terry over there. How you doing, Terry? And this is Utah. How you doing, Utah?
Hanging in there.
Yeah. Needless to say, I don't think we have our sea legs at the moment. Well, we tried to go deep sea fishing, but it's just too rough. And the three of us, while we're up for many, many adventures, this one kind of wiped us out, didn't it, Utah?
It's more to this than you think, man.
There's a
Brand new appreciation for it.
Absolutely. So I'm just gonna lay down here and hopefully sleep for about 2 hours and get back to dry land.
She has strength, she has hope, she has dead Nazis hanging from a rope. They hate her, she hates them. She'll win every battle and the war in the end. Her resources are so low, wipe them out. She'll show no pity. She'll clean those Nazis out of this city.
Okay, what's the story we're gonna get straight for the
Everything was
audience?
going fine. Rough seas. We were handling like champs.
Okay, that
Like
part's
the-
true.
Like the Gordon fishermen. We were out there. And Jazz up and got sick. We had to turn the boat around for emergency. I think. I might have lost.
I mean, that stuff happened. I don't know that we turned the boat around because I was thrown up a little bit, but we did have a door incident too.
See, I remember it. We were just getting ready to fish,
Uh-huh.
and then we came across that small craft with them women on it. They were in trouble. It was sinking, and we had to save them.
Single-handedly put out the fire
Yeah,
on the boat.
and then bring them back.
Yeah. And then, now see, I forgot about that part, but what I remember was I put that line in the water and we got that super big fish that drug the whole boat
Yeah,
around.
right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Drug us all the way down to Georgia.
Yeah, it was nuts. Well, and then don't forget the freaking pirates and drug smugglers we had to
Yeah, that-
outrun and apprehend.
Yeah, that one tried to run us down. And
Yeah.
we ran 'em.
Yeah,
Yep. There was some gunfire, but I don't think the
Yeah.
ship took any damage.
yeah. I mean, it was such an adventure. I totally even forgot about all the submarine stuff we did today, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And could you believe they can land a helicopter on the front of this boat?
That was really surprising me.
Well, my
It's really-
favorite part was actually diving down and seeing the Titanic in person. That was
Oh, the Titanic was amazing. Yeah.
and then them when we those old World War II planes in the Devil's Triangle too. That was
amazing. Yeah.
something.
watching Utah jump on a killer whale's back.
That was
Ride
great.
it.
Ride it like he was
8 seconds,
surfing.
I mean, like a
Yeah.
rodeo. It was,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
I
Pretty neat.
didn't expect any.
I didn't expect that part. That really happened
Yeah.
on the trip. That was kind of like bonus.
Yeah. I wish I had my camera running, but it was so crazy I forgot to
I
record
know
it all.
exactly. You can't do everything, Chaz.
Huh.
I mean, you already do all of this stuff to make
Yeah,
the
I know,
show
right?
happen. We can't expect you to just have all your facilities about you all the time, especially with so much going on.
Right. Well, it's just like when we saw the giant squid.
Right. Oh, no. Yeah.
I mean,
That's right.
none of you.
That's kind of when the day took a turn.
It is, and none of you guys grabbed a camera either. So it's not all on me.
Right, but we're not cameramen.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
That's true. Oh no, I'd say it was a good trip.
Yeah, I mean, I think we got our money's worth.
I mean, it's only, let's see, it's only 12:52.
Yeah, we did that all in 7 hours.
Yeah, what'd you do? Huh? What'd you do? Well, it's that time again. 3:48 a.m. and it's time to head back to Pittsburgh and meet up with Garage League at the studio so they can jam some songs and we can have an interview. And let me tell you, we had a time here in South Dakota, South Carolina, wherever I'm at. We had a time here in South Carolina fishing. Didn't catch anything, including pneumonia, which I'm happy about. But we may come back, do another episode, I think in July. And if that's the case, it'll be marlin fishing instead of bluefin tuna. And of course, I will invite you all to come along for the journey on another episode of Jazz's Rockin Roadshow. But anyways, it's early in the morning. It's time to go back to Pittsburgh and hang with the guys in Garage League. So next stop, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Make a list, take their names. Make sure we're all the same. What you hear is what you get. From the golden age of the internet. Thought I heard is this news. Thought I heard is this news. Did you hear is this news? I thought I heard is this news. Can't deny what you can't prove. What you want tells me if it's true. You in the crystal sack. Through the golden age of the internet. But I thought I heard is this news. Thought I heard is this news. Did you hear is this news? Sure I heard is this news.
We often play this last, and this is the part where I say thanks for coming out and tip your bartender and all that happy stuff. But I just want to say thanks to Jazz for having us. Thanks to Music from 412 for having us on. And tip your bartender.
Who's the top hat and tail? Going from my mother's purse into Susie sales. Burning on fairy books, other sort of tales. And saving Nick and Joe and Paul and Topper, not the whale. But I thought I heard is this news. Thought I heard is this news. Didn't you hear is this news? I know I heard is this news.
All right, I am back in Pittsburgh with my dear friends, Garage League. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm quite well. Thank you for bringing me some vinyl.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
And like, what is there, like 100 songs on here?
111.
111.
21.
21.
21, and you know some of them are pretty short. So
Right on.
don't let it overwhelm you.
So Charlie McCarthy's Ghost is probably, that's the closing song, right?
Yeah.
It is.
On the album and live, because I think I heard one of you guys say that.
Not always, but often.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd mentioned, so they played it. In fact, you all already seen it by now. It's already on the show. But anyways, I said after you guys were done playing that, I could just, like, pictures of the Electric Banana and just a circle pit going with that tune. So where all do you guys play around Pittsburgh?
We play a lot at Club Cafe. Personal favorite of mine is the Southside VFW.
I like the Shred Shed a lot in Allentown.
Love the Shred
That's
Shed.
an awesome venue, and sometimes at the shows there they have Onion Maiden set up there for food, so you get good food.
Yeah.
That you can purchase while you're hanging out there.
222 Ormsby, great venue, and that's where we recorded our album.
All right.
That's our home away from home.
Excellent. So you guys recorded it live?
No, kind of. It was in a little studio part he has in the back. Yeah.
The picture on the back cover is
the little
us
studio.
recording.
Check it out.
in the studio.
I'm so excited to have vinyl. Like the interview is just me looking at the record,
Yeah, I know.
Unboxing
works.
video.
right?
Nobody wants to hear us.
No, I love what you guys did. In fact, I mentioned to you, like, I was hearing some, like, influence of like Minutemen and old replacements and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure that's where your roots are. That's what
Yeah.
And so the clubs you're playing. I mean, well, first off, you guys play a 50-minute set. How many songs is that for you guys? That has to be like 30 songs.
We've never played a 50 minutes.
No.
Never played.
That's even better.
Like, for a 30-minute set, we're
Mhm.
usually playing 16 songs. We
Yeah.
usually do 4 blocks of 4 songs, and each block is like no stopping for 4 songs. So like, 16 songs in a 30-minute
Right on.
Pretty
set.
much.
So you
So
guys,
if we go over that, like if it's a 40-minute set, we'll do 5 of those blocks. So we'll do 20 songs
right on.
in a 40-minute set.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
We're
Par
old,
for
so
the
we
course
need
for
lots of
us.
breaks too.
Rock and roll, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many beats per minute or your average song is pretty?
Yeah,
Pretty
there's a
fast.
lot in there. Yeah, they're packed in there.
Yeah.
we're peppy.
Yeah, my arthritic hand couldn't keep up. I was sitting here like playing along with. Then you did the fills, and I was like, oh, I can't do that fill.
I'm just trying to hurry up and get as much as I can in before I can't.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man. So who writes most of your songs? So first off, I noticed you guys have a lot of songs about robots, cats, and UFOs.
Not so much about UFOs. There's just
No?
that one right now.
Okay, well you need more about UFOs.
Okay. We could do more.
I assumed there was a lot about UFOs because the song is UFOs with an S on it,
Yeah.
not singular.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, our friend Paul, who recorded our album, and he runs Katsulu Records, which is a label it's on. He has several bands that he's in. One band is called Simon Ferocious, and they kind of get into the cryptid vibe and the UFO vibe. So I'm trying not to step on his toes too much.
Right.
I'm trying not to steal his thunder.
Right.
So,
Just rip them off a little.
yeah,
Right.
just a little bit of ripping him off.
You guys have a great reputation of being really cool guys. I don't want to, make you
You have a
you feel.
reputation?
You have a reputation because
I'm
several
surprised to hear that.
several of the bands that I have had on the show have mentioned you guys. Stereo Scandal, of course. I saw you representing them with the shirt.
Yes.
They're like, you got to have these guys on because they're great guys and we love them.
Yeah.
And then the Red Lines mentioned that they knew you guys too. So you're networking. You're playing a lot of shows with bands, and that's what I always say on the show. It's all about networking.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Stereo Scandal, we appreciate everything they do for us. They're a great band. We love them. Red Lines as well. A lot of good bands out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
guys?
they're kind of like where we fall in there because we could play like different kinds of shows, different kinds of bands. And, you just named like 3 bands, you just named us, Red Line, Stereo Scandal. We don't sound anything like each other, right?
But you belong
And,
together.
Yeah, but it all
Yeah.
fits together. It's great.
Yeah, I'd go see that show.
Yeah.
Let's put it together. Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll MC it.
That's
Okay.
true. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Right?
We played with my friend Ricky's band. They're called Misdeeds, and they're like a straight up hardcore punk band. And it's like, we play with them. We don't play hardcore punk, obviously. I mean, we're in the punk zone,
Right.
And it's just, we fit on all that,
I love a mixed bill.
Yeah.
I always love the show where like none of the bands sound like any of the other bands. I
Yeah,
never
you get
wanna
guys
go
like
to-
Inco Fido in there. They sound like no one else in Pittsburgh. They look like no one else in Pittsburgh. They have 10 members
Yeah.
and a complete horn section and everything.
Yeah, I went to a
And,
Stereo
yeah.
Scandal show a few weeks ago where there was like a straight up, like there was somebody up there with like a laptop and turntables,
Oh,
and Sommelier played there. I missed them. I didn't get there early enough to see them,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're nothing like Stereo Scandal either. Like,
Yeah.
that was a fun show because none of the bands
Yeah.
were even in, like none of their scene overlapped anybody else's scene. So like what was even better with that was that like people were seeing bands that they never would have otherwise seen.
Right.
yeah.
And let's be honest, there's a lot of people that like Slayer and all that stuff, and they also own ABBA records.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So
Present.
Have you been reading my diary?
yeah, wow. Hey,
That's the way it should be. Though.
so what's next for you guys?
Recording in the springtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have plenty of songs right now, and we're working on more all the time. So
Do I meant to ask you, like, because you've played a lot of different clubs and areas. Do you do any like mini tours or anything like that?
No, we haven't really gotten there yet.
Okay.
We're looking.
Yeah, we've talked about it, doing like some weekender shows and stuff.
Sure.
But we haven't yet. So
I should mention we also play out in Greensburg. Derek and I are both from that area, and we play out there at the Green Beacon Gallery and Mr. Toad's.
Okay.
And those are cool places for bands.
So you guys
play
are
out that way.
You guys are Greensburg?
Latrobe, technically.
Latrobe. Okay.
And I, like I said, I told you earlier, I lived like south of Greensburg, down the Weston Herman kind of area.
Where are you at?
I grew up in Castle Shannon, on the mean streets of Castle Shannon. DeKO, Golden Eagles. But yeah, I live in the East End. I'm in weird Wilkinsburg.
Okay. He's like the posh spice of the band.
Yeah.
Castle Shannon. That's practically upper
Castle, yeah, all right, Castle Shannon. Yeah, real
Bethel
fucking
Park,
she-she.
you guys.
So I grew up in the shadow of Mount Lebanon.
So when you introduced
Mercedes that went up to the golf course.
When you introduce the songs, you're like, so this next song that we're gonna do for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I introduce songs like this. Hey, how you guys doing? Pay attention now, because I ain't gonna say this twice. If you've seen bands like Minutemen and Devo, you know what we sound like.
There's Minutemen, Devo, and that.
Yeah. I was gonna mention you had a little bit of a Devo vibe. As well, but you're a little heavier though than Devo.
Yeah, people have come up to us after we played and mentioned Devo, and I thought it was strange at first because the influence is there, but it's strange that people hear it so clearly without any keyboards.
It's
no
the vocals.
synthesizers.
Yeah, I think it's the vocals.
That's what he always says, but I don't believe him.
I believe it. Because
it's a phrasing.
my daughter said it, yeah.
Yeah.
When she heard Devo, she asked if it was us, and I said, I wish.
Right?
Should have just said yes.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Go tell all your friends.
Tell all your friends, hey, my dad's in this band.
Excellent. So here's the question I always ask every band before they leave, and it's like the $1 million question, but what do you want the world to know about Garage League? I know, it's the best and the worst question ever.
Everybody always, like, when they're trying to describe us, they always say the word angular.
That's like angular riffs, angular drumming. Like, which part of it is angular?
Angular, what material? Angular topics.
I've always heard that word used to describe Wire, though, and Wire is one of my biggest influences, one of my favorite bands.
Gang of Four.
Yeah, Gang of Four is another one. So
I just, and if nothing else at this point in my life, it's just to enjoy music, and if just we keep changing it up as long as it doesn't get stale.
Yeah,
that's basically it for me.
Well, there you have it. Well, you guys are in. I've been saying this a lot. I've been so fortunate on this show to have all the coolest bands.
Yeah.
But I say this sincerely. You're welcome back here at any time because I love what you do. You're cool as hell to hang out with, and damn it, they have vinyl.
Yes. www.katzulu.com.
There you go.
We should probably point out while you're holding that up that Mike here did all that artwork.
Wow. On the cover.
And yeah, that stuff that's on the front, that's actually a photograph of individual, what do you call it?
Like paper dolls. Basically.
Yeah, like paper dolls. So like the robot Grot there, that's our buddy Grot. He's like, what is he, about 12 inches tall?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like an actual sort of like a paper doll, and he arranged them all like a collage, and his brother took a picture.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my brother Ben is the photographer
nice.
of record.
Yeah. And it has like characters on there that you'll find throughout the songs. And there's a little insert in there that Mike also made, which describes a little bit more about characters and things in the songs.
Yeah, we have lore.
Ah.
Yeah, lore.
Oh, wow. Check it out.
Yeah.
See? This is what you won't get on Spotify. Right? Like, seriously. This is cool as can
So,
get
yeah.
on. Get
But
on.
you can email us if you really want one.
Yeah.
All of our obscure references.
Yeah. The woman dancing on the cover of the Grot, her name is Clandy. Her last name, Stroyer. So, Clandy Stroyer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. So here's what you do. You don't have a turntable. Don't worry about it. Buy the record anyways, and then go download it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
I always buy the records and then I listen to the,
Yeah.
The digital file.
digital stuff. Yeah.
I do the same thing.
It's because you can just do it everywhere, It's like my record player is up in the attic, which the attic isn't like an attic. It's like my little music room and stuff. So it's cool up there, but that's where the record player is.
I think you can also find copies at Attic Records.
That's true. And if you're in Greensburg, I took a couple copies out to Rabbit Hole Records in Greensburg. So
Nice. Well, guys, thank you so much for being on the show. Bands, you got a network. These guys, you should jam with them. Look them up on social media. They're there. Look them up on, what's the record company?
Katzulu.
Katzulu, right there.
KATZULHU.com.
Exactly. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.